For years, we've been told that Big Pharma is here to help, supplying the world with the medications we need to survive, to heal, and to thrive. But what if everything we know is a lie? What if the very companies that are supposed to protect us are actually keeping the cures hidden, not out of ignorance, but out of greed? Imagine a world where life-saving cures are locked away, buried under mountains of profit-driven agendas. What if the cure for cancer, for AIDS, for Alzheimer's, exists today, but is being suppressed by the very corporations we trust? The pharmaceutical giants have been profiting off disease for decades. What's to stop them from doing it forever? Take cancer. For over a century, billions of dollars have been poured into research for a cure. Yet nothing changes. Every year, the treatments are the same: chemotherapy, radiation, experimental drugs. But none of them ever seem to truly cure. Why? Could it be that a cure exists but is being deliberately suppressed, hidden behind a facade of endless treatments because it's simply more profitable to sell people a lifelong cycle of medicine than offer them an end to their suffering? Look into the case of Dr. Max Gerson, a doctor who claimed he had discovered a natural cure for cancer. The Gerson therapy, which included a strict regimen of organic foods and detoxification, was hailed as a miracle cure by many. But what happened? The medical community silenced him, and the cure was buried. Why? The pharmaceutical companies had too much to lose. Cures are a threat to a system built on endless treatments and profits. And then there's AIDS. The world was shaken when HIV/AIDS tore through society. Pharmaceutical companies rushed to develop treatments, antiretroviral drugs that helped manage the virus, but never fully eliminated it. But what if there's more? What if Big Pharma already knows how to cure AIDS, but deliberately suppresses this knowledge so that they can maintain their grip on the market? A lifetime of medications brings in billions. A cure would change that in an instant. Now consider diseases like diabetes and Alzheimer's, diseases that destroy lives. But every year, the same treatments, the same expensive medications. What if the real cure is something simple, natural, and easily accessible, but they don't want us to know? Could it be that the truth is out there, but it's being kept hidden to maintain control over our health, our freedom, and our wallets? And then there's the chilling thought that Big Pharma is not just passive in this conspiracy. What if they are actively engineering diseases, manipulating the very genetics of illness, creating new viruses, and mutating diseases to keep us in a constant state of fear and dependence? With the power of genetic engineering and access to the world's health systems, is it too far-fetched to believe that they could create diseases, only to sell us the cure? There's also a darker side to this. What if Big Pharma is not just suppressing cures, but actively using medicine as a weapon? The pharmaceutical industry has been involved in questionable practices, such as testing drugs on vulnerable populations, or hiding dangerous side effects to boost profits. Whistleblowers have exposed how the industry manipulates research, falsifies data, and even silences doctors who speak out against them. How many lives have been lost because of their refusal to release cures or treatments that could have saved them? It's not just the patients who suffer, it's the truth itself. The research that could change the world is kept locked away in dark vaults, filed under the label of classified. The scientists and doctors who dare to challenge the system are ostracized, their careers ruined, their voices silenced. The truth about what's really going on in the world of pharmaceuticals is buried, and the public remains in the dark. And as the money keeps flowing in, these companies get stronger, more untouchable. Their control over healthcare systems, governments, and media ensures that they will never be held accountable. No matter how many lives they destroy, no matter how many diseases they could eradicate, Big Pharma has one thing in mind: profit. But the ultimate question remains: how far will they go? How much longer can they keep the world in the dark, while they line their pockets with the suffering of millions? Cures are being hidden. The real question is, who's pulling the strings behind the scenes, and what is the cost of their greed? The dark reality is this: we may never know the full truth about what's happening in the world of Big Pharma, but the consequences are already unfolding before our eyes. And as long as they have the power to control the cures, the real battle for our lives is just beginning. Are we being healed, or are we being kept sick?